So I had a question, recently about what happens if someone tries to do, say for example, a half Nelson or full Nelson. This is a full Nelson, or even just grabbing hold of you from behind to pick you up and give you a hard time. Obviously, if they got behind you, you've made a major mistake in the first place, but sometimes people can manipulate you to do that. So let's first of all go through this type of gripping system. If someone's on the top of your neck and the back of your neck, what you need to be able to do is, part of the problem is that your shoulders have risen. So start again. What you need to do is to try to get your shoulders down. Now, sometimes you're going to say, yeah, the guy's too strong, he's picking me up, or whatever it is. Well, if you're basing down and dropping your weight, bring both of your hands together and punch them down, and that actually frees the grip from the back of your neck. That's the first thing. The second thing, once I do that, I'm still in trouble. I've got to do something. So essentially, I want to pass my leg behind. Now once I pass my leg behind and I keep my weight down, I could be hitting the groin, elbowing the groin. There's not much he could be doing, but most importantly, I've got the option then to pick him up and basically just throw him over. Now if I throw him, he might keep hold of me, I'll land on him and I'll start hitting him, which I'm not going to do now because it's very, very wrestling based, and then we'll start getting comments on that. But one of the other things that can happen is that when the guy gets behind me, maybe he goes, as I break the Nelson, bang, he goes into a grab, because what he wants to now do is suplex and pick me up and throw me over. Now, the suplex will work if he gets his hip line, below my hip line, because then he can go over. So what I need to do is drop my weight so my belt line is lower than his belt line. That's the key thing and the most important thing. And then from here, you can peel off the arm. Now again, sometimes there's a preference. You can go for the top arm, you can go for the bottom arm. I personally always go with the dominant arm. So I would generally find this arm, because this is my right arm, and find the wrist. And as I do that, figure a four and push away. So dynamically, the guy wants to reface me. As he's trying to reface me, I'm going to be moving around, keeping him moving, and then kneeing. So this is much more of a grappling type scenario. Note on one important point, note how I bury the top of my chest on the back of his tricep. I don't leave it out like this because it's very easy for him. Chalice, can you grab my other leg with my leg to get hold of my body? So what I want to do is stay tight and sprawl my leg back. So if you notice, my legs sprawl back, I've figured a four. So now I can be priming my knee, be stepping out to the outside of his own leg to make it really awkward for him to reface me. But most importantly, from here, I've got the opportunity, literally, from here, just to dislocate the shoulder by driving the arm up, switching out, bang, and kneeing, and then freeing my hands to strike and strike and strike. So, dealing with any type of grappling attacks or rear attacks from behind, it's quite rare because to be in an open space and someone to suddenly jump on top of me it's not going to happen. It's usually going to be if someone is manipulating, maybe arm dragging me and getting behind me in a wrestling type context. In which case, if he's going for the old-fashioned Nelson, as I said, full Nelson, bang, you've got to go from here and then bring and trap their arms. If he switches from that into the waist grab for a suplex type idea, then you need to be pushing. One other thing that springs to mind is that you can, and this is quite important, you can try to peel by pushing your hips forward and push away. Just be aware though that that does allow them to change position, but that is quite effective, pushing down and pushing your hips forward and then trying to turn into them to regain some control. So either way, try to make sure you drop your weight, you stay quite close, and most importantly, you have some control. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you got a few points on that.